In a world saturated with images, there exist a select few that transcend the ordinary, leaving an indelible mark on our collective consciousness. These are the photographs that defy easy explanation, challenging our perceptions of reality and the boundaries of what we know. Welcome to a journey through 20 enigmatic photographs that have confounded scientists, historians, and the world at large. Each image carries with it a story that is part history, part myth, and part inexplicable phenomenon. From UFO sightings to spectral apparitions, these photographs have captivated the curious and the skeptical alike. Join us as we embark on a quest to unravel the mysteries behind these haunting and perplexing snapshots. 1. The Soulway FTH Spaceman. In the annals of unexplained photographs, few have captured the imagination and curiosity of the world like the Soulway FTH Spaceman. This photograph, taken by Jim Templeton in 1964, continues to baffle scientists and UFO enthusiasts alike. The image depicts Templeton's daughter in a peaceful meadow, seemingly under the watchful gaze of an otherworldly figure dressed in a white spacesuit-like outfit. The circumstances surrounding the photograph are as strange as the image itself. Jim Templeton, a fireman and avid photographer, was spending a leisurely day with his family at the Soulway Firth in Combermere, England. As he aimed his camera at his daughter, the unanticipated presence of the figure in the background remained unnoticed until the film was developed. This unexpected appearance led to numerous theories and speculations about the mysterious spaceman. Numerous theories have been proposed to explain the Soulway FTH Spaceman, ranging from optical illusions and photographic anomalies to claims of extraterrestrial encounters. Some suggest that the figure may be a person obscured by overexposure or an inadvertent photobomb, while others entertain the possibility of intergalactic visitation. 2. The Lady Babushka. Amidst the mayhem and sorrow following the killing of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, a strange and mysterious figure appeared out of the shadows of Diatlov Plaza. This anonymous woman, solely known as the Babushka Lady, has endured as a mystery in the history of unexplained photos. The Babushka Lady was captured in various frames of the Zapruder film, which documented the fateful motorcade passing through Dallas, Texas. She was called so because she was a middle-aged woman and had on a headscarf that resembled the classic Eastern European babushka. Her position and conduct during the assassination are what make her presence so unusual. The Babushka Lady held her camera in front of her and seemed to be filming the events as onlookers and even law enforcement officials ran to help or took cover. Her vantage point offered an important insight on that day's awful events. Her anonymity is what makes the Babushka Lady so mysterious. Even though she was there for one of history's most well-recorded events, her identity has never been confirmed. Several attempts to identify her using eyewitness accounts and photographic analysis have been unsuccessful, and her seeming unwillingness to come forward has only added to the mystery. The function and possible significance of the Babushka Lady have been the subject of numerous ideas over the years. These include the following: that she is a foreign agent, a government agent, or just an innocent bystander with a harmless pastime. But the truth still eludes us, and the Babushka Lady will always stand for the unanswered questions surrounding the JFK assassination. In the same vein, we now turn our attention to another captivating mystery. What could be lurking behind the unexplained lights of Hessdalen, Norway? Join us as we venture into the next chapter and explore the puzzling phenomenon of the Hessdalen lights. 3. The lights of Hessdalen. For decades, geologists and astronomers have been puzzled by a unique and perplexing occurrence in the quiet and lonely valleys of Hessdalen, Norway, the cryptic Hessdalen lights. These mysterious glowing spheres, which are sometimes compared to blazing fireballs, move in the most perplexing and captivating ways throughout the night sky. The Hessdalen lights first came to the notice of people in the early 1980s when both locals and tourists began to see them more frequently. These lights differ from common celestial phenomena in that they have unique properties. They come in many different hues, such as white, red, and yellow, and are renowned for their ability to move quickly, change course suddenly, and even behave intelligently by hovering and reacting to cues. Scientists and researchers have used a variety of devices, such as radar, spectrometers, and magnetometers, to try and unravel the mysteries of the Hessdalen lights. Numerous theories have been generated by these attempts, ranging from the potential of unidentified geological processes occurring far beneath the Earth's surface to the existence of ionized gases in the atmosphere. 4. The Hook Island Sea Monster. Within the field of mysterious photos, not many images fully encapsulate the spirit of mystery and fascination as the Hook Island Sea Monster. French yachtsman Robert Le Sirec took the picture in 1964 while sailing close to Hook Island in Australia's Great Barrier Reef with his wife. A gigantic, peculiar, humped creature that appeared to be lurking just below the water's surface was what they managed to capture on camera. A black, elongated creature with humps that resemble a sea serpent from prehistory is visible in the photo. People around the world were shocked and fascinated by the image, which left them wondering if an ancient marine creature had resurrected or if it was just an optical illusion. Some doubters thought the image was just a commonplace view of a fallen tree branch or an odd rock formation, but others thought it was proof of a real marine monster hiding deep within the water. The Hook Island Sea Monster piques the interest and argument of both cryptozoologists and skeptics, joining the ranks of other cryptid species like the Loch Ness Monster and Champ of Lake Champlain. It is evidence of the ongoing appeal of mysterious photos and the secrets they conceal. 5. The Falling Body of Copper. There are photographs in the history of inexplicable photos that push the limits of belief and conventional comprehension. One such image, dubbed the Copper Falling Body, caught an event that still baffles and intrigues onlookers. Photographed at a copper mine in the early 1900s, it shows a person falling freely and appearing to defy gravity. The circumstances surrounding this mysterious image are also puzzling. Both the photographer and the precise location of the mine are still unknown. A faked or composite shot may have been used according to some accounts of the incident, while others assert that the photographer took the picture just before their own terrible disaster. Whatever the source of this photo, it has inspired a lot of speculation and theories. Some claim it is proof of paranormal or supernatural events, while others claim it is a fake or the result of antiquated photographic methods. The Copper Falling Body questions how we see the world and has come to represent the unsolved riddles that are preserved in the annals of photography history. 6. The Spacecraft Black Knight. An item known as the Black Knight satellite is a mysterious presence that hides amid the stars in the vast cosmic tapestry. One of the lasting mysteries of the space age, this inexplicable oddity has sparked curiosity, discussion, and disputes regarding its origin and function. The Black Knight satellite myth started in 1954, when American astronomer Dr. Lincoln LaPaz noticed an unknown object on radar. Some speculated that the object might be extraterrestrial due to its peculiar orbit. Later, in 1960, an object big and possibly artificial was found in a polar orbit, according to a report in Time magazine. To add to the mystery surrounding this strange satellite, which is frequently described as being black or gloomy in color, astronauts are said to have seen it while in orbit. While skeptics contend that the Black Knight satellite might be space trash or an inadvertently created item by humans, conspiracy theorists and ufologists contend that it is a remnant of an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization. 7. The Diatlov Pass Incident. A terrifying and enduring mystery, the Diatlov Pass Incident is one of the unexplainable riddles tucked away in the pages of history. It all started in 1959 when 9 seasoned hikers, under the direction of Igor Diatlov, set out on an expedition into Russia's Ural Mountains. They were enthusiastic, immature, and full of energy to take on the Wild West. However, the events that occurred during their voyage would continue to puzzle researchers and fans for many years to come. After the hikers started taking pictures of their progress, the expedition really got underway. These photos, which show a group of friends on the cusp of an amazing encounter, provide as a poignant visual record of their hope. The weather went against them as they continued into the harsh terrain. As the weather worsened, they experienced a harsh Siberian winter. Discovered weeks later, their last campground was a scene of bewildering horror. With their tent torn open from the inside, the hikers, some of whom were barely prepared for the below-freezing temperatures, had fled into the darkness. The mystery was further compounded when their bodies were later found, strewn across the frozen terrain. Some displayed evidence of radiation exposure, while others had internal injuries similar to those sustained in a high-speed auto accident. Their odd wounds included missing tongues, smashed ribs, and shattered skulls. The photograph that was taken by one of the hikers, capturing their group shortly before the fateful journey into the Diatlov Pass. It serves as a haunting reminder of their ill-fated expedition. There have been many different theories put forth to explain their deaths, ranging from avalanche and hypothermia to natural calamities, military participation, and alien encounters. The Diatlov Pass incident is still a terrifying mystery that has spurred innumerable inquiries and discussions. 8. The ghost photo of the Cooper family. The Cooper family. Ghost photo is an enigmatic and unexplained apparition that has long captivated the interest of people who are fascinated by the paranormal. The Cooper family took this picture in 1959, and it shows what would normally be a normal family portrait with a shadowy, spectral figure lurking in the background. The Cooper family from Texas had come together to celebrate, and they took a picture to remember the happy moment. They had no idea that this seemingly unremarkable photo would grow into a timeless mystery. The dark form of what looks to be a young woman wearing a flowing white robe is seen in the photograph's backdrop, standing menacingly on a staircase. For many years, the figure has been the focus of discussion and conjecture. Some speculate that it might be the spirit of a former homeowner, while others assert that it is a double exposure or other abnormality in the shot. The figure's unsettling, transparent appearance heightens the mystery, and people are still debating whether or not this shot is real. This picture, captured in a moment that will never go away, is a somber reminder of the supernatural powers that can occasionally be glimpsed among the living. 9. The Ghosts of SS Watertown. The SS Watertown. Ghosts are a persistently enigmatic and perplexing figure in the field of maritime mysteries. This image, which was captured in 1924 on board the SS Watertown, provides a terrifying look into the paranormal that is difficult to explain. Tragedy befell the American tanker, SS Watertown, as it was sailing across the Pacific. Toxic gas vapors claimed the lives of 2 crew members, James Courtney and Michael Meehan, in an unusual catastrophe. They were buried at sea with their bodies surrendered to the sea, in accordance with the sailors' custom. The events that followed are legendary in the marine world. Startled and frightened, the crewmen of the SS Watertown claimed to have seen Michael Meehan and James Courtney's apparitions. The 2 dead sailors' ghostly forms were frequently seen strolling around the deck, and the ship's captain, Keith Tracy, was able to record these apparitions on camera. The image, sometimes referred to as the SS Watertown Ghosts picture, is a visual record of the unsettling occurrences that transpired at sea. Experts and skeptics have examined the picture closely, yet the hazy figure's mystery remains. 10. The Ghosts of Hampton Court. The legendary corridors and tapestry rooms of Hampton Court Palace, located in the center of England, serve as a living reminder of centuries of mystery, regal intrigue, and history. However, despite all of this great palace's opulence and ornate design, there remains a ghostly presence that has drawn both tourists and history buffs to Hampton Court: the ghosts. Henry VIII and William III were among the kings who called Hampton Court Palace, a vast structure beside the River Thames, home. Dramatic tales of political power, romance, and intrigue abound throughout its lengthy history. It is not surprising that rumors of the paranormal would circulate in a place like this. Both staff and visitors have reported seeing ghosts and experiencing strange events and spooky apparitions. The palace is home to a wide variety of scary stories, from the eerie presence of Cardinal Wolsey, whose repentant specter has been spotted strolling the magnificent halls, to the spectral form of Catherine Howard, Henry VIII's unfortunate fifth wife, who has been sighted racing down the gallery in terror. Diverse theories exist regarding these apparitions. The behavior is attributed by skeptics to elaborate pranks, psychological suggestibility, or architectural peculiarities. On the other hand, some argue that the history of the palace, replete with dramatic incidents and tragic deaths, has irrevocably altered reality itself. 11. The Phoenix Lights. In the annals of unexplained phenomena, one event stands out as a massive and mysterious spectacle: the Phoenix Lights. This extraordinary incident occurred on the night of March 13, 1997, over the skies of Phoenix, Arizona, and left a lasting imprint on the collective consciousness of those who witnessed it. The Phoenix Lights consisted of two distinct events. The first, earlier in the evening, saw a formation of lights in a V-shape silently gliding across the night sky. Thousands of witnesses reported this phenomenon, and some captured it on film. The second event, later that night, involved a series of stationary lights appearing in a linear pattern over the city. What makes the Phoenix Lights incident particularly enigmatic is the scale and the nature of the sightings. Thousands of residents, and even then, Governor Fife Symington, witnessed the events, leaving little room for dismissal as a mere optical illusion or isolated hoax. The lights were reported as being enormous and silent, moving at a constant speed and blocking out the stars as they passed overhead. The official explanation provided at the time was that the lights were flares dropped by military aircraft during training exercises. However, this explanation failed to satisfy many witnesses who remained convinced that the lights were of an entirely different nature. Given the scale and the number of witnesses to the Phoenix Lights incident, one cannot help but wonder if there might be more to the story than the official explanation suggests. As we dive deeper into the realm of unexplained phenomena, we now turn our attention to another intriguing UFO event. Are you ready to explore the Rendlesham forest incident? A case involving not just lights in the sky, but a close encounter of the inexplicable kind? 12. The Rendlesham Forest Incident. A terrifying and mysterious incident known as the Rendlesham Forest Incident occurred deep within the cryptic and dark Rendlesham Forest in Suffolk, England. It still intrigues and fascinates people today. This UFO encounter, which is sometimes referred to as the British Roswell, is among the most fascinating and well-documented occurrences in the history of unexplained phenomena. Personnel based at the two Royal Air Force stations, Bentwaters and Woodbridge, reported a string of unexplained incidents over many nights in December 1980. It started out as reports of odd lights in the forest that seemed to resemble metal, quickly developed into something much more remarkable. Military personnel went into the woodland to investigate on the evening of December 26. What they found is still a matter of debate and fascination. They spoke of a triangle that seemed to land in the woods and was lit up by odd lights. Physical evidence from the object included scorch scars, ground impressions, and unusual radiation levels. The testimony of the witnesses was strengthened by the presence of highly skilled military men. The mystery has only been exacerbated by their claims of seeing symbols on the craft that resemble hieroglyphs and unexplained radiation. Questions and conjecture linger despite government inquiries and responses. 13. The Firefighters Ghost Photo. In the world of unexplained photographs, few images capture the supernatural quite like the Firefighters Ghost Photo. This chilling and mysterious photograph, taken in the aftermath of a devastating fire, raises questions about the boundaries between the living and the departed. The photograph depicts a weary and soot-covered firefighter, his face etched with exhaustion and determination. However, the focal point of the image is an eerie and translucent figure standing behind him. This ghostly apparition, with its ethereal presence, casts a shadow over the brave firefighter's shoulder. The backstory of this photograph adds to the intrigue. intrigue. It was taken in the midst of a grueling and destructive fire, where the firefighter battled flames to save lives and property. The image surfaced during the post-fire review, with no living person claiming to be in the position where the spectral figure stands. The interpretations of this photograph vary, with some dismissing it as a product of double exposure or a photographic anomaly. However, others suggest that it captures a genuine paranormal presence, a departed soul manifesting in a moment of crisis. 14. The Ghosts of Gettysburg. Amidst the undulating terrain and historically significant battlegrounds of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, an eerie aura persists. The spirits of the American Civil War. The Gettysburg battlefield, the scene of one of the deadliest and most important battles in American history, is well known for its historical significance as well as the haunting experiences that leave a lasting impression on visitors. This chapter explores the haunting and fascinating images of purported ghosts from the Civil War at Gettysburg. These pictures show spectral beings, some dressed in uniform, moving around the sacred spaces and interacting with the living. These spectral apparitions are believed to be the afterlife of soldiers who lost their lives in combat, who are still watching over their positions and reliving the pivotal moments in their lives. Many people believe that soldiers' souls are still present on the battlefield because of Gettysburg's historical significance as the pivotal moment in the Civil War, which claimed thousands of lives. This famous site has a deep and continuing fascination with the paranormal due to frequent reports of ghostly experiences from visitors. 15. The Moth Man. The mysterious and terrifying Moth Man loomed large over the sleepy West Virginian hamlet of Point Pleasant, casting a dreadful shadow over the surrounding area. This chapter explores the fascinating images and first-hand reports of this mysterious creature, whose existence has long inspired rumors and terror. The Moth Man is characterized as a massive, human-sized humanoid with wings that resemble bat or moth wings. Its bright crimson eyes pierce the skin, and witnesses describe an air of malevolence around it. There has been a sense of impending tragedy and dread associated with its presence. The most well-known link to the Moth Man is the terrible December 15, 1967, collapse of the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant, which left 46 people dead. Many reports of Mothman sightings in the days preceding the disaster led some to speculate that the creature was a signpost of the impending tragedy. 16. The Faces of Belmes. A typical kitchen floor in the sleepy Spanish village of Belmes de la Moraleda served as the backdrop for one of the most puzzling and persistent paranormal phenomena known to science, the Belmes faces. This chapter explores the photos of these mysterious faces, as well as the inquiries that have surrounding this intriguing case. August 1971 marked the start of the narrative when Maria Gomez Camara saw something strange on her kitchen floor. This harmless-looking stain would eventually become autonomous. It eventually took on the characteristics of a human face, including unique features and expressions. Startled and frightened, Maria's relatives tried cleaning the face off, but it kept coming back. As word of the phenomenon spread, inquiries were made. After examining the faces, scientists and paranormal experts concluded that the markings weren't made by paint or forgeries. Rather, it appeared as though the faces were the result of an unidentified natural or supernatural force. As the narrative surrounding the Belmes faces developed, more faces with distinct features and emotions kept emerging. The kitchen floor was covered in a mosaic of unsettling faces that made people wonder about who they were. For decades, there have been heated discussions about the Belmes faces. Some people think it's a paranormal phenomenon. Beliefs range from psychokinesis to ghosts of a long-dead cemetery making their appearance. Skeptics suggest that either natural geological processes or devious hoaxes might have produced the faces. 17. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. Nestled in the eerie corridors of Raynham Hall in Norfolk, England, a spectral presence lingers, a ghostly figure known as the Brown Lady. In 1936, a photograph was taken that seemingly captured the ethereal Lady Dorothy Walpole, creating one of the most iconic and enduring ghost photographs in history. Lady Dorothy Walpole, the sister of Britain's first Prime Minister, is said to have died in 1726 and is rumored to haunt Raynham Hall, where she once lived. The ghostly legend of the Brown Lady has persisted for centuries, with numerous sightings and encounters. The famed photograph was taken by Captain Hubert C. Provand and Indre Shira, two photographers conducting a shoot for Country Life magazine. As they ascended the grand staircase of the hall, they reportedly encountered the spectral form of Lady Dorothy, cloaked in a brown dress. They swiftly captured the image, which has since become a classic example of paranormal photography. The photograph has undergone rigorous analysis, with experts finding no signs of tampering or manipulation. Skeptics and believers continue to debate the authenticity of the image. Regardless of one's perspective, the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall remains an enduring enigma, reminding us that the veil between the living and the departed may be thinner than we dare to imagine. 18. The Nampa Figure. In the realm of historical anomalies, the Nampa Figure photograph stands as a baffling enigma. The image, dating back to the early 1880s, captures a remarkable discovery: a small human-like figure encased within a mineral concretion found in Nampa, Idaho. This photograph challenges established beliefs about human history and geological processes, raising perplexing questions about the figure's origins. The Nampa Figure, appearing to be a miniature human being, defies conventional timelines for human presence in the Americas. According to prevailing archaeological wisdom, the arrival of humans in North America was believed to have occurred thousands of years later than suggested by the Nampa discovery. Skeptics have voiced doubts, suggesting that the figure might be a clever hoax or a naturally occurring geological formation that coincidentally resembles a tiny human. Others have proposed alternative theories, such as the possibility of rapid mineral concretion processes or complex geological events that could have resulted in the encasement of the figure. 19. The Ghost of Lord Combermere. An eerie and ghostly figure sitting in a chair was captured on camera in 1891 inside the gloomy, reverberating halls of Combermere Abbey in Cheshire, UK. This timeless image has sparked debate, intrigue, and spine-tingling excitement in those brave enough to consider the paranormal. Sibyl Corbet, a Combermere family member, took the picture while experimenting with early photography methods. Her experiment's goal was to take pictures of the empty library, but when the photo plate was developed, something strange looked like it was sitting on one of the chairs. The person was translucent and ethereal, yet it looked a lot like Lord Combermere, who had been run down by a horse-drawn carriage. Some people think that Lord Combermere, who may have decided to stay longer at the abbey he called home, made a ghostly reappearance, caught in this unsettling shot. The validity of the photo has been disputed by proponents and detractors, who have suggested that it might be the product of a lengthy exposure or other photographic artifacts. The true identity of the spectral person is still a mysterious and unsettling mystery, adding to the fascination surrounding the ghost of Lord Combermere and serving as a warning that history may not be as dead as we think. 20. The time-traveling hipster. In the last chapter of Unexplained and Intriguing Photos, a strange picture from 1941 has drawn a lot of attention. It features an enigmatic figure that stands out as noticeably out of place in the past. This picture, which is sometimes called the time-traveling hipster, has sparked discussions and a lot of wild conjecture over the viability of time travel. The photo was shot in 1941 when South Forks Bridge in Goldbridge, British Columbia, Canada, was reopened. One man sticks out among a group of others wearing that era's style. He's dressed in a very contemporary outfit, with a t-shirt, sunglasses, and an expensive-looking camera for the age. Many theories have been proposed about this strange figure, from the possibility of time travel to the likelihood that he is an extraterrestrial observer or an interdimensional traveler. Opponents counter that the image might have been altered through photography, or that some historical design details might have been borrowed from contemporary attire. Still, people who ponder the possibility of time-bending experiences find inspiration in the enigmatic character of the time-traveling hipster.